Close your eyes and open your heart. Believe in yourself. That's how it starts. Dreams will come true. Just wait and see. 'Cause the magic's in you and the magic's in me. We are the Winx. We are the Winx. Come join the club. We are the Winx. We are the Winx. We are the Winx. Come join the club. We are the Winx. Magical flowers, digital powers, rhythms and tunes, the sun and the moon. Keep on searching far and wide for the fire burning deep inside. We've got the style and we've got the flair. Look all you want, just don't touch the hair. We are the Winx, we are the Winx, come join the club. We are the Winx, we are the Winx, we are the Winx, come join the club. We are the Winx.
Hello everyone, Navi here with something a little different. Welcome everyone to Winx Club for the Game Boy Advance. So, for those of you who are unaware, Winx Club was how's the best way to put this? Not that great, some might even say trashy, Italian cartoon aimed at girls from like the mid-2000s that has been a little bit of an obsession of mine and a friend's. In fact, it was her idea that I play this. I mentioned to her that this exists, and she was like, you have to play this for your channel. Do it. Like, okay, fine. I've put this off for a while, but let's do it. So, before we get started, if I was smart, I would have spliced in the crunchy, let's call it, introduction to this, because as a Game Boy Advance game, and a shovelware Game Boy Advance game at that, they essentially just badly compressed parts of the show, and it's kind of amazing. I'm going to talk about more about why I like this, why I like Winx Club as we keep going, but just soak it in the atmosphere. I don't know if I'm going to do the entirety of the game. It's a short game, but let's start a new game. Let's go in here. Important thing to notice. Look how this game is. Just look at this. Look at this game. So like again, Winx Club is a show that is at least partially about like. Okay, I might as well summarize Winx Club to you guys. It involves a girl named Bloom. Say hello, Bloom. Who discovers one day that she is a fairy, so she needs to go to a boarding school for fairies to learn how to use her magical powers, and she saves the world, and yeah, everyone is like super fashionable all the time. Sorry, Winx Club is getting my voice all worked up. Now, as you probably have noticed, this game's aesthetic sensibilities are interesting. Let's call them that. We might as well actually play the game, though. Some objects can be knocked if you push them by pressing the A button. Try it on the park's small trees. So yes, gotta go around shaking some trees, because why not? To get an item. We got the key. Excellent. I don't think there's anything else here. But yeah, this is not the kind of game that I would have made given the source material. Huh? Oh, hello, miss. I'll open the park gate for you. Oh no, I seem to have misplaced my key. I can't open the gate until you find it. You found the key? Excellent. I'll open the gate for you then. And our dumbass rabbit runs off. Pico, come back here! You have a new picture! Yes, so these are the rewards for doing things. There are beautiful birds in Gardenia. It's just incredibly, terribly compressed JPEGs. I love them so much. Alright. Are we going to save the game? Yes, we're going to save the game. We are not going to turn off our GBA. Saving completed. And it wrote to the battery. Good, thank you, emulator. Sadly, I'm not playing this on real hardware. But, the shiny blue crystal is... Yeah, it's a save point. We know. We know all this stuff. Right. We can go into the river. There's no real point in doing it. We just can. Why wouldn't we be able to go into the river? Swoop some birds. Normal, like, teenage girl in a park kind of things. But hey, we got a part of the picture multitasking. That's very important. Alright, let's see. Gasp! Our idiot rabbit is being chased by some kind of monster. Kiko, come here! Get away from that thing! And we teleported over here. No! Get back! Stop it! Help! Ah! Don't worry, we can shoot fireballs from our hands. It's fine. What was that? Well, whatever it was, it seems to scare that creature. I did it by pressing the A button. You have a new picture! I would like to shoot this thing, thank you, but let's look at the description. These bugs can light up the night! Thank you very much. Anyway. You went up a 1 level! New title is Fairy in Training! New spell, Light Orbs! Okay, we can strafe, because this is the kind of game where you'd expect strafing. And we can shoot our little laser. As you probably noticed, this controls about as well as it looks. This controls about as well as it looks. But anyway, you found a firefly. So, from as far as I've played in this game, fireflies are your experience. You get enough of them, and I think you get... I can't remember if you get a new heart, but it does power up your attacks. Ah, thank you. You found a firefly. Excellent. We'll be going for as many of those as possible. To jump over obstacles in your path, simply press the B button in combination with the proper direction on the plus control pad. Of course. Difficult platforming. But yes, part of the reason why I enjoy Winx Club is just because it's so sincere about what it's trying to be. Like, at least for the first few seasons, it's just very... It's trash, but it's honest trash. And I love it for it. Now, whether or not this game is the same kind of trash, I don't know. From what I've played so far, it doesn't really feel the same. Yep, found a firefly. It kind of just... I mean, part of it's also because I have to actually control Bloom, and as you probably noticed, she controls like a, She controls kind of terribly, and the enemies are similarly not great at existing. Though they do have ranged attacks. Something to keep in mind. Oh right, that was me firing a fireball. And not shaking that tree, as I thought I was going to do. Okay, so these little flowers here, that's how you heal. Sign would have just explained that to us. Ah, there's our dumbass rabbit. Kiko, come here! Dumbass rabbit. I somehow have to climb up there and find Kiko. Maybe I can step up against this wall and press B. And then press up again. It feels really awkward, by the way. Does not feel fluid at all. That said, you went up level. New title is Charming Pixie, which really doesn't make sense with the lore of the series. New spell, Pixie Rain. So Pixie Rain is useless. You hold down the button for like a second, but not too much longer. And it gives you like this big AoE. But here's the thing, the AoE, as far as I can tell, like barely does any additional damage. And given how wonderfully this game controls, it's not exactly an easy thing to... Here, I'll show you. Like, it's not exactly an easy thing to hit anything with it. I find it's better to just strafe and not worry about it. as we slowly make our way across the screen. We will save the game. As we honestly get through the... Okay, so this was essentially the first episode of the series, was, oh, we got in the park, and oh, like, monsters? Monsters have happened. Our dumbass rabbit did not run away as nearly as much in the actual show, though, by the way. Kiko is not my favorite. You found a firefly! Excellent. Okay, just to show off... Wrong button, me. Okay, so the start button is just, do you want to quit the game? Select is the menu. Alright, our inventory, which is mostly just a bunch of photo albums right now. And if you're wondering about that outfit Bloom is wearing, don't worry about it. We'll get to that. Oh, we'll get to that. We can adjust sound and music and text speed. I'm gonna be adjusting this stuff in post. It'll be fine. Alright, so here are like our side quest thing. Our current objective is find Kiko. We have collected 7 out of 45 fireflies. As far as I can tell, that's not like in this level. That is in the entire game. This is not a long game. This is not a long game by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, anyway, back to fighting enemies that... Oh right, that's the jump button. I forget so quickly. Fighting enemies who have a problem with pathfinding. Here, I'll stand right in front of you. You're just gonna pace by that wall. Okay. I guess we can do that. I feel a bit bad. In fact, we have one thing to go for multitasking. Are you excited, folks? You shouldn't be. It's really not worth it. What does this say? To avoid the sharp brambles, use the B button to jump over them. The B button solves all of our problems. And by the way, I'm running into them. They don't deal damage. It's just a different... It's just a different art asset for the trees. By the way. Like, this game definitely just doesn't do it for me, really. It's just kind of not great. I kind of want to get to the point where I can actually discuss how much they changed in this particular adaptation of the game, because they actually changed quite a bit from the early plot of the series, and erased some kind of important characters, which we will get to. We will get to that once we beat this level. Which we're actually not that far away from, if I remember correctly. There's our dumbass rabbit, running off somewhere to show us the new trick. Alright, it's just, hey, you will just shimmy. Look at that beautiful shimmying animation. I love it. As I fluidly vault the, You know what? Let me just test something. Can this actually hurt you? I don't know. I do not know if this is doing a thing. Oh, it actually did do things. Okay, so Pixie Rain actually has a use. Alright, you found the last piece of the picture of multitasking. Congratulations! You know how to poke a thing. Let's look at... Wrong button, me. Let's look at this beautiful, beautiful thing. Multitasking. It's Bloom, like, doing contortions with popcorn. There's nothing more relaxing than surfing the tube and talking to friends at the same time. Ah yes, surfing the tube. That slang that I'm pretty sure was totally a thing back in the mid-2000s. Definitely. Definitely not just the creators of this game being interesting in their knowledge of thing. So here's the thing about the combat in this game. It's actually a little bit tricky, but not because, you know, oh, the enemies are so smart or whatever. No, it's tricky because the controls are terrible. And I have taken significant injuries. No. Okay, let's see. I think if I just do this. I should be not that far away from a save point. Isn't it great, though, that the thing that stops this game from being absolutely nonsense is the fact that no one controls well? Not even the enemies? Like, in a normal game, the enemies wouldn't have control issues, because they're, you know, just controlled by the computer. But in this game, oh boy. Oh boy. They do not know what's going on. Alright. Let me see if I can remember. Yes, there is something. We are going to deal with you later, shitty rabbit. We are first going to search all the places. And let me remember. You can just blast that. Get the chest in there. You found a firefly. Great success. I now have fairy shield, which is this. Yeah, it doesn't last forever, and it's not exactly useful, but I'll just have to remember that I have it. Hey, let's get the bunny. Gasp! It's like a big yellow guy with like a ladle slapping at a girl. What? Who are you? It's our first boss, everyone! Also, hello. Say hello, everyone, to Stella. Another fairy, I'm saved! But wait, I'm not a fairy! The power! You have the power! I can't fight! Too weak! You're my only chance! So this is actually the scene in the show where Bloom just blasts a guy with fire. Don't worry, I'll see you through this. Just concentrate on the power inside you! Are you ready, everyone? Are you ready? Ugh! Okay, no, it's... Sorry. The power inside me! I'll try! Oh, come on, guys! Guys, please. Bloom, use your light orbs on this beast by pressing the A button, but keep an eye on your magic meter, as you will lose magic for every light orb used. You can regain magic by walking over the magic sparks that Nut loses when he's hit, or just hold the A button for 2 seconds and the sparks will come to you. Yes, so the boss fights are interesting in this game, let's put it that way. Okay, anything else? Yes, you can also target better if you strafe by holding the L button, then moving is normal. Okay, here we go. Oh yes, we are now in fairy form. This is the weird costume that was showing up on the menu screen. You're only in fairy form, like, in combat, which is weird because they basically spend half their time in their fairy form in the show. Because, like, why wouldn't they? Also, this is the boss fight, by the way. And there's Stella. Also, apparently, one thing is, Nut here will not go below Stella. Just won't. Guy will not go below Stella on this screen. I mean, hey. Whatever floats your boat, dude. But yeah, so, this scene obviously goes a little bit differently in the show. None of this, just kind of slowly blinking away at Nut. Also, holding down the fire button while holding the strafe button just like makes me shoot constantly. Come on, let's see. If I just ignore you... Not, why are you making this annoying? Come on, Nut. You're the first boss. You're the one who has to demonstrate that this fighting system is something else. But yeah, so in the show, and this is going to be a little bit actually no, I'm gonna wait until the cutscene after the fight, and then I will explain how this differed from the show. The show's way more interesting take on this nonsense. Excuse me, Nut. Nut. Please, my friend. My comrade. My brother in arms. There we go. I did it! Kiko, where are you? Loading.
What just happened?
What just happened? How did I do that? Okay, I'm actually gonna shut up. I think that this might actually be voiced, because I'm not listening to the actual sound while doing this. But, yeah.
Wow, you've got Winx, girl, Major Winx. What? What do you mean?
So, okay, so I'm just going to,
Go.
I'm just gonna mention something here, which is that the dub that my friend and I were watching is not the dub they use for this game. This is, as far as I'm aware, the 4Kids dub, whereas we were watching the so-called Rai dub, which is the original English dub that we originally showed on Italian television, which was done by a house in Canada. It is much more accurate. It is much more accurate to the original Italian script, but it is also it is an absolute smorgasbord of terrible line readings, and I love it. This, I'm less behind. What's your name? I'm Stella. Hi, I'm Bloom. Bloom, you have fairy powers. You should come with me to Althea. Althea? Where's that? In Magix, the fairy kingdom. It's the Magix Dimension game. God, you have a new diary entry. Yeah, now we're just in Althea School for Fairies. Welcome to your new school. I'm Farragonda, your headmistress. On your left, you have the classrooms. Ah yes, learning physics, as all good fairies do. On your right, you have the library. You can go up to your bedroom by using the stairs that are located both left and right. Until your next class tomorrow, you are free to roam the school. Alright, bye girls. I think we just quickly talked to Stella. Wow! Pretty impressive, huh? You'll get used to it. Soon you'll look at this place like any other school. Oh, I hope not. Well, maybe not like any other school on Earth. We should probably find our rooms, unless you want to sleep here in the hallway. You have a new picture. Look at this beautiful depiction of Althea from the outside. Look at that crunchy mid-2000s CG. It passed through a bad JPEG compression folder. Also, I think I accidentally hit my, give me 1 second. So, yeah, I accidentally hit the speed up function on the emulator, because I'm using the same emulator as I used for good old Shining Soul. But it didn't matter, because it's just an image. Let's look at the description. Althea is located in the gorgeous realm of Magix. It's the Magix Dimension game. I will not let you, use words like realm or kingdom. No, this series is set in, an alternate dimension where people fly around to, different fairy planets on spaceships. It's beautiful. I love it. But, okay, so just to cover how differently the series starts. So, in the actual series, we start off with showing off Bloom getting, bullied by one of her classmates, and she's just bumming around. She goes to the park with her pet rabbit Kiko, and she sees this girl, Stella, who is Best Girl. Okay, she's not Best Girl, but she's a good character. I like Stella. she sees her getting attacked by an ogre in her, like, basically like a big, like, fairy princess outfit, shooting, like, light blasts at him. And oh no, it's not working, until Bloom just, like, straight up just shoots fire out of her hands and turns into fairy mode, and it's great. But then there's, like, this entire several scenes of Bloom taking Stella home because she's, like, knocked unconscious. And, like, her parents not believing her that magic is a real thing, so Stella turns their phone into a, like, produce to stop Bloom's dad from calling the cops. And then Bloom gets her parents to agree to let her go to Althea, which is a magical boarding school, for 3 years. And they go there, and Bloom's all like, oh no, I'm not actually enrolled. How do I get into the school? So Stella pulls out an envelope, going like, oh yeah, another princess was like, yo, I can't actually make it to school this year, so she wanted me to bring this letter, so I'll just destroy this letter and we can pretend that you're that girl. And Bloom's like, that's a stupid plan, but I'm all for it. The ruse lasts all of, like, 1 episode, and no one cares. And that is why Winx Club is wonderful. It's wonderful because it is entirely self-indulgent, sincere trash. I could walk around and, actually do the stuff that they have in Althea. I'm not going to, at least not today. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this, and just hearing me ramble about how it was better when it was on the televisions, I am fully willing to do that. Given how wonderfully this game controls, though, I will only really do that if someone, like, leaves a comment going, hey, I would like to do this, I would like more Winx Club injected into my veins. Welcome new and returning students. Be sure to visit the library, now showing literature from all over Magic and beyond! Very fancy. Let's save. Save game, fast travel, or cancel. Let's save the game. Anyway, I'm Mappy. This has been a little bit of Winx Club, just showing it off. And I hope you enjoyed this, because despite the clunkiness of the controls, it's nostalgic. Let's use that term. But anyway, goodbye, and I will see you next week for whatever we're doing. Goodbye.